the Kenya National Union of Nurses and Midwives has announced a national strike today, and we are issuing a national strike to the following Department of Government: 1 Cabinet Secretary for Ministry of Health, 2 Cabinet Secretary for Public Service, Human Capital Development and Special Programs, Chief Executive Officer, Public Service Commission, Chief Executive Officer, Council of Governors, the Chief Executive Officer, Kenyatta National Hospital, Chief Executive Officer, Social Health Authority. You realize that we have omitted Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital because Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital remains the only hospital in Kenya that's a symbol of proper public health facility management, and therefore Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital will not participate in this strike. We have not also mentioned Kenyatta University Teaching and Referral Hospital because we have already issued the strike to that hospital, and as we speak today, our officials are engaging the management of Kenyatta University Teaching and Referral Hospital. So the national strike is premised on the following issues that have remained unresolved, some spanning for more than 7 years. We are saying it's now or never. Issue number 1, failure to convert UHC nurses to permanent and pensionable by the 2 levels of government. Nurses employed under the universal health coverage have suffered for more than 5 years, earning peanuts while doing the same job like their counterparts who have equal academic qualification. Some of them they employed on the same time. You are employed as UHC staff today, and your colleague you finish school with or finished school even after you is employed on permanent and pensionable and is earning 3 times more than you. We are saying enough is enough. All nurses in the country are going to turn the tools if proper measures are not put in place by Parliament to ensure that these nurses are converted to permanent and pensionable. Failure to implement the new SRC salary structure for 2024 contained in the circular reference SRTS 27 volume 229 2A dated 12 December 2024. This is salary that was proposed by SRC that all public servants in Kenya should have an increase. You remember when they brought in many taxes, we complained and the government told us that they are going to give us something to cushion the deduction that had been put on the payslip of public servants, indeed public servants within the public sector. It has only been implemented by the Ministry of Health. County governments have refused to implement. Those that have been had implemented that, Kisumu county government and Kericho, the other counties came in and coerced them and they stopped payment of that amount of money. Failure to implement the return to work agreement of 2nd November 2027. This agreement has never been implemented. Only Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital has fully implemented this return to work formula, and that is why they are not going to go on this nationwide strike. But we know if the strike goes on and we 1 week in the strike and nothing is happening, we will call upon Moi Referral also to leave, because Moi Referral alone cannot handle health sector in Kenya. But we are doing this to show that there is a health facility in Kenya that is properly being managed in accordance with the law and respect for the workers' rights. Failure by the county government to negotiate and conclude collective bargaining agreements. We have negotiated 3 collective bargaining agreements with the Council of Governors. When it reaches time for signing, they refuse. They tell us now, go to the counties. When you go to the county, you start to negotiate, they say, go back to COG. This came of push and pull back, push counties, national government, where we are saying it must come to an end, and we want the collective bargaining agreement for nurses to be completed, signed, registered, and implemented. We are also asking Kenyatta National Hospital nurses to go on strike for illegal deduction of agency fee by Kenyatta National Hospital management and giving a union that does not deserve. Our members cannot continue to be deducted money which is illegal by law and by even any practice. So we are saying enough is enough. Those kind of deductions must stop. Failure by the Ministry of Health to transfer budget and grants to Mathare National Teaching and Referral Hospital. The workers at Mathare National Teaching and Referral Hospital are in a state corporation duly established by the law under the State Corporation Act, but the funds are still being managed by the Ministry of Health, specifically the Department of Medical Services, thus hindering the board of the hospital to discharge her mandate. It cannot hire, It cannot do projects. Even the projects which are going on right now at Mathare are being managed by the principal secretary in charge of medical services. We are saying no, release the budget and the grants to that hospital so that the board can function. You cannot have a board meeting to transact nothing when you are holding the money in the Ministry of Health. And I'm happy that the current CS may not be safe to this fact, because the last time we were with him, we tried to explain to him, but he appeared not to understand. So we are going on a strike so that the CS for Health can know that enough is enough. The budget and the grants for Mathare National Teaching and Referral Hospital must be devolved, must be sent to that hospital. Then failure to address acute nurse shortage in public health facilities across the country. There is acute shortage of nurses across the country. We have just been told this morning that now SHA is releasing money to health facilities. But when it goes to those health facilities, it finds there's no nurses. So even if you have the money and you don't have people to utilize that money to give services to our people, that money is going to go into people's pockets. I have already been informed that some counties in Kenya have already formed some funny organization. When the money hits the accounts of the dispensaries, they are telling the heads of the managers of dispensary to redirect the money to those illegal, corrupt accounts. So at the end of the day, the money is going to the counties, but the counties do not want to use that money to serve the public. And I'm calling on EACC to immediately start investigating how SHA money is being used, because we are being deducted a lot of money, but we are yet to see the services. Pre-authorization of nurse anesthetist and empanelment of nursing health facilities registered by the Nursing Council of Kenya. The SHA board has refused to pre-authorize nurse anesthetists to perform their duties which they have been performing before. And at the same time, the facilities registered by the Nursing Council of Kenya have not been empaneled by SHA. It forces that nurses who have their facilities are going to register with the Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentist Council for them to operate and practice and be listed in SHA. We are saying enough is enough. That kind of discrimination and blatant defiance to the rule of law cannot be allowed anymore. In this regard, therefore, the last item is failure to remit third-party deductions. Our members are suffering on the ground. Counties are deducting money, they are not remitting that money. Most of our members have been taken to CRB. Banks are not willing to give loans to our members anymore. And we are saying we want all the deductions that have been made to be remitted within 26 days. In this regard, the union demands that the above be addressed within 26 working days from the date of this letter, from the date of this notice, failure to which nurses will commence the strike on 7th June 2025 and shall remain on strike until these issues have been fully addressed by the government. By a copy of this letter, by a copy of this notice, branch officials are hereby directed to start mobilizing their members in readiness for this battle. But we want to tell the government we are open for dialogue within these 26 days. If there will be no dialogue and if there will be no solution to these issues within 26 days, we are going to paralyze the entire public health sector in Kenya. There will be no turning back, because we have been patient. Since this government came in power, we have never announced a national strike. This is a first national strike. We want our issues to be addressed.